Today on Top Matters, we embark on a captivating journey to shine a spotlight on Neco and delve into the remarkable contributions it has made to the advancement of Nigeria's educational system. Join us as we unveil the untiring efforts of this esteemed council, led by the visionary registrar, Professor Dantani Ibrahim Wushishi, who has been instrumental in upholding NECO's mandate and ensuring that the council's examinations are globally recognized for their credibility. I am Victor Emmanuel. And Chief Executive of Neco, which is the National Examinations Council, who is in the person of Professor Dantani Ibrahim Wushishi. I got that right?
Yes, correct. Thank you.
Okay, can you briefly describe the mandate of the National Examination Council?
The mandate of the National Examinations Council, as enunciated in Section 7 of the 2002 Neco Act, mandated the National Examinations Council to conduct examinations for primary school leavers, which is the National Common Entrance Examination, the junior secondary school leavers, the JS3 students, which is the Basic Education Certificate examination, and also the entrance examination for the Federal Government Academy Suleja, that is Center for Talented and Gifted Children. Then we also conduct the Senior Secondary Certificate Examination internal, which is school-based. Then we have also to conduct the Senior Secondary Certificate Examination external, which is mainly for those that have no required credit to enable them achieve placement in tertiary institution. So they register to remediate their result, which is the external examinations. Then we are also mandated to conduct researches that has to do with tests and examinations that affect junior secondary school and the junior secondary school levels in the entire country. So these are the mandates of the National Examinations Council. And we do these examinations for also allied institutions. So these are the mandate of the National Examinations Council.
So let's look at the contributions of NECO in enhancing the educational system of Nigeria. And in doing that, let's also look at how has the journey been so far for you since you came into office as the chief executive of NECO.
Thank you very much. First, I want to start by saying NECO was established in 1999 during the regime of General Abdul Salam, and it conducted its first senior secondary school certificate examination in the year 2000. So between 2000 and 2022, NECO has conducted examinations for 31,410,867 candidates between 2000 and the year 2022. NECO conducted examinations that has to do with the National Common Entrance, the Basic Education Certificate Examination, the Senior Secondary Certificate Examination internal, which is school-based, and also the Senior Secondary Examination external. NECO conducted examination for 31,410,867 candidates, out of which 13,909,926 are female candidates, while 17,500,941 candidates are male. And when you look at the bulk of this population from 2000 to 2022, over 31 million, the bulk of them, we believe, have furthered their education. A large number of them even are professors. They are professionals. They are experts in their own fields, both male and female. For those that are even doing further their education, they are skilled experts in their choosing area, contributing to national development and also the development of international community. Since I came, we try as much as possible to see how we reposition Neco to perform better. So, and in doing so, we have to strengthen the internal mechanism of the organization so that its capacity to perform is raised and is strengthened, and also look at the structure of the organization so that we expand the organization so that the organization will be robust to carry out its mandate. So in doing so, when I came, I met 11 departments with 11 directors, and there we have offices in the 36 states of the Federation, including Abuja, and we have also offices at the zonal level, the 6th geopolitical zone. So when I came, the states were only state offices. The zonal offices were just zonal offices headed by a coordinator. So through the processes, I've gotten approval, we have expanded. The zones have become directorates headed by directors. The states have now become not mere offices, but coordinating offices.
Okay, so let's look at the role Neco has played in promoting equity and inclusiveness in the Nigerian educational system.
Okay. Really, Neco has been doing excellently well in this area, and just like I said, first we understand that the Neco of today came about as a result of the fact that the government felt it necessary at that time to establish what is called Center for Educational Measurement in 1985, which the headquarters was at Abuja, at Kaduna. Then in 1992, the federal government transformed this center to the National Board for Educational Measurement in 1992. So by 1999, the government, through the Minister of Education and through the highest policy-making body in the Ministry of Education, which is the National Council of Education, approved the establishment of the National Examinations Council in their meeting at Abeokuta in 1999. So the essence of this is for Neco as an assessment industry to conduct examinations for Nigerians. And the institution is for Nigeria and Nigerians. So all Nigerians are stakeholders, irrespective of tribe, irrespective of religion, irrespective of geographical affiliation, and irrespective of physical disability. So we conduct examination for those that are physically challenged. We conduct examination for the blind. In all the areas, these blind or impaired persons have interests and they have covered their syllabus and their schools presents them for us to examine. So we examine blind, so we have braille unit, blind unit where they conduct and set their own examinations. And so no matter how physically challenged you are, so far you are presented for examination, we conduct examination for you. And because it's a national institution, every Nigerian has a stake. If you have the qualification to qualify for employment into National Examinations Council, when the National Examination Council is given the mandate to recruit Nigerians as staff of the Examination Council, irrespective of your physical challenge, once you are qualified, we employ you. So it will interest you to know that we have physically challenged staff. In fact, in sensitive places like ICT, so we have this physically challenged staff employed in this institution across Nigeria.
Let's talk about the credibility of examination results.
Okay.
In what ways has Neco ensured that its results are credible?
As far as credibility of results are concerned, as so to say, an expert in examination, because right from the time I got first employment in the university as a lecturer, the first table I was taken to was the table of an examination officer. So, and I've been doing examination officer for Usman Danfodio University from 2004 to 2008 that I left to Mina, Federal University of Technology, Mina. From that time in Federal University of Technology, Mina, I have been involved in examination up to the time Mr. President appointed me. So I am familiar with the nitty-gritty of examination security and reliability and credibility. When I came to Neco as a large organization conducting examination, I came and found that the processes of securing and making the examination reliable and credible was very, very fantastic. Very fantastic. So you find that we have pre-examination stage where a lot of things happen, because before examination is conducted, you must generate item for the examination. Okay, so there are activities prior to the examination, a lot of activities prior to the examination. So the processes of generating the items are so many, and at every stage, there are ethical procedures and rules in maintaining reliability and ensuring credibility of the examination or of the items. First, during the pre-examination, you generate item. The item is trial tested. When it is trial tested, after you trial test it, maybe in 12 states or so, you bring it back. Then it is subjected to a lot of analysis in order to what? Satisfy psychometric properties of each item that is capable of featuring as an item for examination. So that control is ensured, making sure that items have psychometric properties. And we develop table of specification to make sure that every of the items that will feature in our exam, at any level of the exam, you understand, satisfy this table of specification. Then also, we ensure that every item that you set as a question belongs to the intellectual level as determined by Bloom's. So we have 6 intellectual levels of knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and innovation. These are intellectual levels that students operate. So we determine this and ensure which of this level is applicable for each of these examinations. So we conduct and generate items to cover knowledge, comprehension, and application.
There's no organization that would say it does not have any challenge whatsoever. So what is it for Neco? And how has the council been able to address these challenges as they come?
Well, before I came, as a journalist, you must have been aware of the challenges Neco is facing, because Neco has been in the media for some negative things, so maybe sometimes as a result of misinformation, sometimes as a result of real things. Okay, but since I came, so far I think I've visited 26 states. 26 states. Including the zonal offices, 26. So the problems of the council, I have not just been told, I have seen them. We have gross inadequacies that has to do with basic infrastructures. Like, for instance, tables, chairs, computers, photocopiers, provision of electricity, dilapidating office structures. In fact, so many of them like that. In fact, the first, because I took over a miss examination, the first thing I was shown from one of the states in the east is a leaking strong room while we keep our material. Water flooded. Just few weeks after I took over. So, and the story is different across the nation as far as the present dispensation is concerned. So there are a lot of this. We made provision for chairs. We bought close to 3,000 chairs. We bought more than almost 2,000 tables. We bought 3-in-1 computers for all the states, including the seasonal offices and Abuja. We bought also photocopier for all the states and including zonal offices, including offices that are handling our foreign exams. So we make provision for this. We do a lot of renovations. In fact, before I came, the council had not been receiving appropriations for capital project that has to do with building our office for more than 15 years. Until this year, I've been able to get an appropriation for 7 billion when we have already from our IDR included in the 2022 project. We want to start building 3 offices. Like last year, we had a challenge that has to do with logistics. Vehicles were breaking down. We requested for our sister organizations. They are also involved in their own activities. So we couldn't have opportunity to have some vehicles from our sister organizations. So we had no option. When we had part of the 25% for 2022, we went and we sought permission. We were given permission to buy vehicles. So we bought 70 units of hillocks, brand new hillocks, to enhance our operations. By this year, we'll put them to use. It is an institution that has to touch every family. So we have no option than to put it in order to serve the interests of Nigeria. And this is what we are trying to do.
What are some of the remarkable achievements that you've recorded since you assumed office as the Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of the Council?
Thank you very much. There are a lot of them. And I think as examination body, we are an educational institution. And since we develop items for examination by our staff, when I came there, I was not a library. So, and technology to access knowledge resources, have graduated from a physical library to a virtual library where you can access millions and millions of knowledge resources, to do what you want to do. So we made internet access across the nook and corners of the headquarters, and we established a library where we have also purchased an e-greenery database where without internet you can access whatever you want to access, so that our staff will find it very easy to go to that library on the basis of the curriculum, generate what they want to generate on the basis of the level of candidates they want to set items. So we have established an e-library. We have also established a data center in the ICT department. We introduce the use of Steiner software to determine grade boundary. We also ensure that the staff school is upgraded to cater for the senior secondary school section. Because before I came, we only operated the junior secondary section, and we have also additional classes for them. In the night, this place was like a graveyard. It's no longer the case. You go to ICT, it's no longer the case. Gave them provision of boho, even the Niger State office for 7 years. There was no lighting in the office. We have all rectified that. we have made provision for a lot number of transformers for our department. Previously, there are no all these things. And whatever we have to do to make us conduct our examination since I came, we have been doing that. We have been giving our staff all their entitlements. No staff will say is complaining that his right has been denied him or he has not been given opportunity to participate in the conduct of Neco activities, both within the headquarters and at the state level. So there are so many things that we have done at the state level, and things that has to do with promotion. I've never escaped promotion since I came in 2001. I was not there at the moment. I came in July. We conducted promotion in November 2022. We conducted the promotion, and this year we're already preparing for promotion. The council had no scheme of service. We have developed scheme of service and sent it to head of service for ratification. They are looking at it. We soon have that. So there are a lot of achievements. We have expanded the structure of the council, and we are making efforts to make sure that Neco has its own offices, no longer 19 offices. We are already going to commence the building of 10 state offices.
The examination development department is the life wire of the council, in the sense that all items are generated here and collated into sets, meeting the table of specification that has been set. The issue is that we receive the national curriculum from the NERDC and we interpret it. NERDC is in charge of the curriculum development, and we here in the content, the syllabus aspect. So we extract the syllabus from the curriculum. We develop a table of specification covering the Bloom's taxonomy, and items are generated, sorted into such table of specification and to meet the standards. So majorly what we do is to generate items, push such items to the psychometric department that ensures that those items are standardized. They take it to the field, do what they call the trial testing, and subject it to analysis. So majorly the department generates items for national common entrance. We generate items for the gifted and talented children that want to seek admission into the the federal government academy Suleja. We generate items for candidates that want to seek for basic examination certificates, basic education certificate examination, basic, which other people call GS3. We generate items for candidates that want to seek for SSC, Senior School Certificate Examination, internal and external.
The Examination Operations Department was created in February by the current Registrar, Professor Ibrahim Wushishi, to give a boost to operations of the National Examinations Council. And basically, this department is responsible for ensuring that sensitive and non-sensitive materials, examination materials, are provided for the smooth conduct of Neco examinations, all Neco examinations. So this department has 4 divisions. We have the division responsible for production, examination production. We have the division responsible for inventory of examination materials. We have the division responsible for examination materials management. And we have the division for security and surveillance. So there are 4 divisions in this department. And basically, we have our core mandate, which is the conduct of gifted examination into Suleja Academy, National Common Entrance Examination into Unity Colleges, the Basic Education Certificate Examination basic for those that are in JS3 of Unity Colleges, command secondary schools, and other private schools in the country. We also have the Senior Secondary Certificate Examination, internal for school-based candidates at the exit class. Then we have the Senior Secondary Certificate Examination, external for private candidates. For all these examinations, this department is responsible for providing all these non-sensitive and sensitive materials needed for the successful conduct of the examinations.
Neco's unwavering dedication to promoting academic excellence and credibility has set new benchmarks in the Nigerian educational system by conducting rigorous assessments, ensuring the relevance of examinations questions, and upholding the highest standards of integrity. Neco has instilled confidence in its examination results, making them trusted not only within Nigeria, but also globally. Stay tuned to Top Matters as we continue to bring you engaging TV reports that shed light on the vital issues shaping our society. Follow us on all our social media platforms. For more updates, keep it locked right here, same time, same station. I am Victor Emmanuel.